How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are just tuning in, i.e. if you didn't watch my Christmas special, you wouldn't know that Lucky, the van that I live in full-time, is broken down and has been for quite a few days. It's also the middle of an insane cold snap where I am, temperatures of -40, -41 degrees Celsius with the wind. When you say -40, you don't have to put a subtitle up on the screen. That's where we all are equal. Anyway, Lucky would not start. Got crank, but no start. It wasn't your typical gremlins or assumptions. It wasn't the battery or anything like that. Didn't need a boost. Wasn't the we don't think it's a starter. The way it all sort of shook down is it broke down at the hotel I was at with my little kiddo on the weekend. Couldn't get it to start. Had to sort of wrangle the troops, so to speak, to get myself out of that situation. Get the van towed in times when tow truck wait times went from 12 hours to 84 hours. I had it towed down to a shop that I've always used with my family here in town. It's not the same owners anymore, and as kind as the guys were at that shop, they had a few struggles with Lucky because she's a big girl. And ultimately my boss sort of came in clutch by getting a tow truck in a very timely manner, all things considered, and we had Lucky towed back to the shop where I work. And now we're going to take a crack at it, and by we I really do mean the other mechanics, because I can only do so much. If this was me, if I was out in the bush, it'd be a whole lot of Googling and probably a whole lot of cursing. I'm currently at my cousin's house. This is where I come on most evenings with my daughter when we have dinner with Lindsay and Sadie, who are my cousins. And alarm just went off. It's time to get up, go to work, and hopefully fix our tiny home. It's a very nerve-wracking feeling, but it is what it is. Let's see what we can do. Hi, baby. Sorry about the light, you guys. Daddy's gonna go hopefully fix the house soon. Yeah, good girl. So yeah, in terms of like the whole like being broken down and not having, your entire house with you, I got just like a little bit of clothes here, pajamas, different types of clothes, warm work clothes, obviously. And of course, some Dixon flannels right next to Lindsay's. Well, that's a small part of the movie collection. There's a much bigger collection over there. And the nice thing about like where I am in this house is if you've been around the channel for a while and you know what my grandparents meant to me, this couch and this chair are actually theirs. I actually spent many of Friday nights and Saturday mornings watching sitcoms and cartoons on this very couch with my grandpa and my grandma. And Lindsay was the one that inherited that furniture. So it is it's a very comforting room to be in that sense. The stuffed animals were not my grandparents. Very early in the morning still, obviously, as it usually is. Very fortuitous that Lindsay was able to work from home today. She's letting me use Jasper to go to work with, which is very kind of her. So let's do that and get out into the Arctic tundra. Oh yeah. That's how cold it is. The garage door froze to the ground. Why do we live here? Yeah, I'm in Jasper. This must mean we're going camping, right? Look at the bad news Jasper's given us. Look at that temperature. My goodness. And then when it gets windy, we're pretty much all gonna die. Now just sitting outside the shop waiting for the keymasters to arrive. There's Lucky's rear end right inside the gate. Oh, she's gonna be so cold. There she is. This is, here's the house. Yeah, she's covered in ice, to be expected. And on the inside, yikes. And we gotta get her all the way from here to bay number 3. And she don't start. So that's gonna be a fun, gonna have to get under here, find a place to winch her by. Oh boy. Oh God. Most likely we will be attempting to use the quad to move her, so let's see if the quad will even start considering how cold it is out today. Oh boy. Yeah, right. All right, gotta get the booster pack. Little tiny battery needs a big boost. This Noco boost pack was sent to me by Jackie, one of my awesome Patreon supporters and a longtime subscriber of the channel. It's been coming in damn handy boosting cars around the yard, and I'm hoping it's gonna lead to saving Lucky's life if I can get the quad started. Let's find out. Sadly not. Too cold. Gonna have to call in the big guns. Come on, come on! Will's here now too, trying to help. Hi. Holy. Right? In order to fix house, first you must fix quad to pull house. So, behaving the exact same way as Lucky. Maybe they colluded last night. I think they were talking to each other. Hey! And I wasn't even filming it, but he got it going. Just gotta warm it up, that's it. Just needed to be inside for 5 minutes. Push your house is fine. No stop, no stop! Okay, man. That's it. Oh. It's just a tad frosty. Just a tad. Instead of Lucky, call her Frosty. Call her Frosty. You're so funny, Will. Woo. Yeah, she's frozen so. You can do it. It's going great. Get a pry bar! Quick, get a hammer! Holy crap! Hello? Oh, dead in the water. We can't fix it now. Get the heat guns! Whoa! fixing shit. Crack. Don't spray my windshield. We'll upset everybody else. You got a crack in your windshield. Only for a year. So Lucky's running. Apparently it's bad gasoline and the mixture of it being as cold as it has been. I gotta figure out where I filled up with gas last and avoid them like the plague. Let's do an oil change while we're here. We had one man-down disaster getting out of there. Broke the garbage can. Good excuse to go to Walmart and buy a new one tonight.
That ain't an excuse.
That ain't no excuse. Oh yeah, Will just wants me to JB weld it.
No, bubblegum and duct tape, man.
Bubblegum and duct tape. The mount survived. But yeah, the little retaining clip broke right off. Cat litter all over the floor. I better clean that up. Yikes. That's too bad because I got some of my stickers on here, right? For my Dixon. These were stickers that Sadie gave me from like our first camping trip when I was still building the van. Then of course I got my cruise stickers. Maybe I can get them off with a heat gun. Or maybe it's just time to move on and put more stickers on because we can't take any of this with us. Let's see what kind of hazards and casualties we ensued. Yeah, oddly enough, my beer seems to have survived. What else is in here? Yeah, that's what eggnog's supposed to do. But the bottles of water are fine. That's interesting. Are Brooklyn's yops okay? No, these could kill somebody. They're like little missiles. Oh, the Coke didn't survive and it's all over the bottom. Yikes. The juice box is fine. I'm never gonna understand this. Beer makes sense that beer might not be frozen because it's got a little bit of alcohol in it. But you still would have thought these would have, oh, that one's definitely frozen. Yikes. Jeez. Good excuse to clean out the fridge and get it nice and spick and span. I don't know. This is it's a weird situation. I've never had bad gas in a vehicle before. Sorry, there's icicles hanging in the forefront. I don't even know what that goes to show. Like, how do you know? How do you know when a gas station hasn't like switched over to their winter blend here in Canada? I guess it's a good excuse to just stick to the big three, which would be like what, Petro, Esso, and Shell. On some advice of my buddies Will and Shane here at the shop, I'm gonna go get some octane booster and throw it in Lucky later tonight after I'm done my evening with Brooklyn, and that should help get this. I just want to burn this tank right through till it's gone and fill her up with fresh stuff. I don't want to mess around because obviously I'm now hoping she'll be good to go to BC in a few days. And now for the bigger regret, the canned goods. Yeah, it's a little bulgy. What do you think, Will?
Hey, what?
Think the carrots will thaw out and they'll be edible again?
I think so. You'll be good. Just throw them in the microwave.
Don't listen to anything Will says about anything unless it's mechanics. Carrots, it's like whatever. But how's the chili? I'm gonna have to Google if canned goods that have been frozen are still good. Yikes. So yeah, look, the tops of the cans are frosted over in here. I don't even, oh! My truffle oil. That's not what you want to see. I bet you this bottle of Appleton's is fine. You betcha. Rum. SodaStream syrup. Oh, wow. Because it was on the upper shelf. Looks like this oil is... Yuck. Well, the top's kind of okay.
Gross. Yeah, here's a good test. Yeah, this one that's on the bottom. Oh, it's definitely thicker, that's for sure. Okay, this drawer I think is gonna have to be cleared out. Let's Google it quick, shall we? All right, interesting, we ain't picky. It says as long as the seal isn't broken on the can, then it should be fine. So in theory, these will all thaw out. I guess we'll do that. See how long, oh gosh. My jar of Mexican vanilla. I don't think it survived. That seal is broken AF. Yikes. So that's good to know about canned goods. Well, this gives me a good excuse to clear a whole bunch of stuff out of here that I just don't use. Yeesh. I hope my spam's okay. It's like a cinder block. Seal seems fine. One thing I did do the other day, and I didn't film it because I was just trying to get Lucky prepped for being outside at the other shop for as long as she was, is I've got about 50 liters of extra diesel stored in here, plus my diesel tank for my diesel heater. Obviously, but because it got so cold, I threw some of this diesel fuel conditioner in both of my overflow jerry cans and in the actual tank that connects to the heater itself. And it doesn't seem to have, let me rephrase that. It seems to have worked. The diesel, when it freezes, gets really jelly. I think it gels, and it seems to be okay. Once I get Lucky outside, I'm gonna kick on the diesel heater and see if we can get this cab back up to like a livable temperature. That's the plan. Okay, I'm gonna leave Lucky in the yard running. I got the DC to DC charger charging. I got my check engine light back on. That might be because they sprayed like that quick engine start ether stuff in my air box. So I'm gonna have to pull that code again, and we're gonna turn on the diesel heater. And we'll just leave it out here. We're gonna let it run for the rest of the bloody day because apparently we're getting down to like minus 50 degrees Celsius winds tonight. And Lucky might be running all night. Did I mention that it was probably bad gas? Yes, I think I did. This has been a whirlwind of a day. All right, getting back into Jasper, end of the day. Lucky's still in the yard running. I'm gonna let her run and hopefully get rid of that gas as much as possible while I go pick up my kiddo and then fix her exposure. Hopefully Lindsay and I will run back down here and grab Lucky after we drop Brooklyn off for the evening. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll see you in a minute. Less than. Here's somebody who hasn't been around for a while. It's because we're not camping. She's very upset about it. We also haven't eaten, and we're on our way to get Lucky, but we thought, oh, let's stop at Wendy's. We haven't been here in a while. It's actually the same Wendy's that my buddy Mike and I came to earlier in the vlog, for those that are really paying attention. Oh, God. Seems very unstable.
Oh, thanks. Down here. Nailed it.
Back to the chariot that still runs. Hopefully to go pick up the chariot that will run again. Ah, she got the keys, but she was close enough. Did you almost fall?
No.
Are you lying?
Yeah.
See your face peering over the shush, Jasper. We don't want to hear any more of that. I know, right? But she has been running for hours.
It's probably fine. Like, you probably could just leave her.
Good girl, Lucky. She's probably so warm inside. Yikes.
Woo. All right.
Cool, thank you. I'll see you in a bit. All right, Lucky, how you doing? Oh, come into the house. It's so nice and warm in here now. How are all our gauges looking? Nice. All right, so the plan tonight is I'm going to take this back to Lindsay's because the cats are still in the house and most of my clothes and work clothes are as well. I'm going to stay in the house tonight. I'm probably going to let Lucky run overnight because idling, she's only gone through like a quarter of a tank. I'm going to go for a rip right now. Yeah, my club on, I can't really steer anywhere.
Steering pump sounded really questionable right when I was leaving the shop, but sounds fine now. So, yay. All right, so Lucky's basically been running all night, and I just topped up her tank again. I topped it up last night, put some gasoline antifreeze in. I've been filming this over the last couple days. Obviously, I don't remember what I have and have not said. Hopefully, editing will help me sort that out. Her check engine light keeps coming on. It's the same thing. It's air temperature too cold or something, or air temperature wrong code, which to me just screams, well, yeah, they were spraying a whole bunch of ether in my airbox. Keep my eye on that. But so far, everything seems to be good. The temperatures are also rising, although yeah, same one. Well, temperatures are rising, although you wouldn't be able to tell it with all of the snow that's fallen today. Unbelievable. But that is it. I'm just glad that my house is back on the road. I haven't checked my drawers yet, but the house itself has been at temp as well. I've had the diesel heater taken away. It actually feels like a home in here again. So I'll have to crack one of those canned goods and see what it's like inside. But yeah, I just got off work early. It is the Friday before Christmas, and I'm gonna go pick up some ingredients for my Christmas Eve dinner with my cousins and my little girl tonight. Chicken enchiladas, if you know me. And I'll probably have to get some rum for some Dr. Nogs for Lindsay and I once the kids are in bed. So I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you all had a great Christmas. This will go live probably probably Boxing Day. If I'm even feeling that motivated to edit. It's just like after that Christmas special and everything that's happened with Lucky, I might just take a day or two to myself. Who knows? That might be me talking crazy. What I am going to do is clear this code and bid you all adieu until the next one. Just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and I'll see you all in the next one.